Hey, 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 welcome to another episode of Meet the Shoe podcast. I am Sade.
I'm Nina. What up, Friday?
Happy Friday. And it's still nice outside. The sun is shining.
Yes, it is. Mhm.
So, P. Diddy.
Yeah, we
Is
on day
it
17, y'all.
17 or 18? It's one
Oh,
18.
18. Yeah, day
18.
18.
Day
You're right.
18.
Correction.
So he had this witness that was on
Uh-huh.
uh talked about her relationship with him, how nice it was, and then after a while, just he got really mean towards her,
hmm
and we could speculate who that was. What's the Asian girl name? Gia or something
Yeah,
like that?
so no. Nope. Actually, it's allegedly 50 Cent's baby mom, and she's going by Jane Doe.
Okay.
So that's her testimony. She talked about how they were in Turks and Caicos on their first date. How
Yes.
they was having sex for 15 days.
Woo!
They was doing all this freaking, and then she wanted to satisfy him. She's a content creator. That's how she makes her money. But we ain't even gonna go all into the dirty and nasty shit that she was doing. We'll
She was
we'll
doing
pick that
nasty
as a.
stuff.
Oh,
She was doing some
she was doing sex with um the
sex worker.
escorts, and she was calling people on Instagram. She was paying them from Cash App. He was giving her the money to pay them 2 to 4 grand. Somebody named Antoine, somebody I forget the other Sly, somebody, and
Right.
um she is allegedly 50 Cent's baby mom, right?
Right.
And so she said, this is the thing, Sade, what I want you to tell me. She said that this man, Sean Puffy Combs, right,
Uh-huh.
paid her. She agreed, first of all, she agreed to be the other woman. She didn't care nothing about that because she
But she
was
knew
living
he
on the.
had other women, and she had another man. So let's
No,
set
she
that
was just
clear.
doing it. She was doing it to other men, but
Right.
she wanted to be exclusive with him.
I don't know
When she
why she thought that.
But when she found out she couldn't be exclusive with him, she was addicted because they was doing drugs, all of that, right?
Right.
Here's the thing with her that blew me. Baby, your baby dad is allegedly 50 Cent. You talking
Right.
about you a single mother. You said that he was paying for a $10,000 a month home for you to stay in. I know that 50 Cent was giving you child support
Yeah.
because you haven't taken him to court for child support because he is full well a responsible father, right? But
Right.
you sold your soul and your values, you demeaned yourself for Diddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was already out there doing all that stuff, so I don't want to hear that she just started using drugs either. Come on now.
Baby, she said that she was doing ecstasy consistently. They was doing mollies. She straight up snitched on the whole thing. We talking about Diddy. They ain't showed no Rico yet. Definitely showed conspiracy today with what came up out of her mouth. You hear me?
Wow.
She cracked the case. All them other people was a little, sus. When we talking about Diddy ain't on no Rico, baby. Baby girl told it up, told it all. Okay.
Wow.
She broke that down. That's why I said we gonna break it down in our way, different. But when I tell you that woman accepted all them male escorts, the bigger the dick, the better. All Diddy did,
Well,
Diddy ain't never penetrate none of these people. He just stood on the side and wanted to see a live porn show in front of him.
yeah.
She would do it to the porn people that she met on
Instagram and all that.
adult entertainers, that she would say that she met on Instagram. She would do it to them and put it on and record it so Diddy could see it on his live TV.
Wow.
He was streaming it while they was doing
Wow.
it and they didn't know it. They didn't even know it, girl.
That's on her. Come on now. That's bull.
Yeah. But I'm saying the way she was talking about the drugs and when they was picking it up, baby girl said she was uh flying from LA to Miami, from New York to Miami with drugs on her. And her and Sean would use the drugs. She messed with him all the way up until her arrest.
Wow.
So I wanna say before we even just continue, Gina, she's MIA. She said she ain't testifying for no
Okay,
government.
so she's not
She down
testifying.
for she down for her man Diddy. She ain't showed
Okay.
up.
Okay.
But Jane Doe is allegedly Daphne, allegedly 50 Cent baby mom.
But
So
wouldn't they look at that as a conflict or kind of like a entrapment because of the issues him and Diddy has had in the past? Um, I'm assuming Mr. Curtis 50 Cent has some kind of still got a hold over her head and probably told her to say everything, even coached her how to even talk about the situation with her. Because I just can't. I'm quite. She was too. That's too much. She was too eager. He
I
told her
don't
to do that shit.
I
I
don't
don't want
know. I don't know if he told her to leave to I don't know about that, Sade. And let me
to.
tell you why I don't know.
You know these men be pillow talking. He got a baby by this woman. Number one.
Okay.
He already probably telling her, I ain't take care of this baby unless you go up there and tell the truth and tell, exaggerate, do what you got to motherfucker do. Oh, I ain't gonna take care of this child. Come on now, he petty.
I mean, he's definitely petty, right? He's definitely petty, but I don't know if he told her to speak against him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that because remember, he didn't know about it. And
Girl,
I
that
gotta
nigga was so
wait,
upset when he found out about that.
hold on one second. But tell them about how bad he hates Diddy though.
He can't stand Diddy. He ever since there was hearing that Diddy was having about to have this case produced, this case on him. He was saying all kind of stuff against Diddy in the beginning before he even got arrested, saying he's going to do a documentary and the documentary was going to consist of this, and that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he always had issues with him. Even I think it's from another female they shared together as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's sad to see this man go through what he's going through, and all these witnesses coming against him when a lot of them was acknowledgeable and fully knowing what he does in his life. His pastime, his entertainment was full of nothing but sex and drugs, and he was fully addicted to those drugs himself as well. They already
Right.
know he was under the influence a lot of the times when he was doing this stuff. So how does that look for an addict as of himself to even put these charges on him when he was mentally uh incompetent?
Oh my dang
You're under the
phone down.
influence. Well,
Can y'all
he's under
see
the
me?
influence. Yeah, I see you. He was under the influence under so many drugs, he probably couldn't think. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of those drugs make you horny and overly freaky. So why is
Right.
this drug addict standing trial for some stuff that all these drug addicts, a lot of them do anyway?
Right. Here's the thing about that, right? When people are under the influence, they do some dumb shit. We know we've been in that lifestyle, right?
Yes.
We don't seen people get off and do some things that they shouldn't. But I feel like at what point are you accountable because it seems like you trying to make yourself do these things to use that as an excuse. You feel me?
Right. But the
Are
same token,
you using this? You using the drugs as an excuse to be nasty and do illegal acts. I mean, of course, right? But what part of that is more on you than it is on the drug? Because you
Okay.
willingly,
Yeah, they willingly wanted to do it.
right?
And they can't tell you was a
You
virgin.
willingly take it.
Exactly. But the thing is, you can't tell me you was 100% not a drug user of some sort.
Hmm.
You can't tell me this man put a gun to your head and said, well, you told him, I don't use drugs. I ain't never used drugs. I would drink. You can't tell me this man will force some damn pills down your throat or a crack pipe in your mouth and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? You would have been good as an attorney, honey, because that's sure what they was getting down on her butt about.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
was drilling her. They was telling her, like, girl, you sitting here playing games, saying that you didn't want to do it, but
Right.
it looks like you did because you was the one that was contacting them. You was the
Yeah.
one that was telling them, giving them the money. You was the one inboxing them on Instagram, all of that. So, baby girl,
Yeah.
you cannot.
You
And
are an accomplice if that's the case.
I'm just saying, I'm just, you know,
But Nina,
from
look, let me
Minnesota,
say
been in
something.
the lifestyle, been in the
Yeah,
limelight, but $10,000 a month ain't enough.
it ain't. But
It
look,
ain't an amount that's
let me
enough that I want
let
to
me
be
highlight
seen
this
with
for you.
no.
Let me highlight this for you. Remember that case we was looking at where the crypto guys kidnapped their business partner from Italy?
Yep,
He came willingly to meet them, right?
yep,
Video shows. Now remember he said they forced him to smoke crack. Them
right,
people them people was probably cokeheads. They ain't know nothing about crack. He was
right.
on video telling them how to cook some crack, and he was smoking crack all for weeks on and weeks out. Then you run your ass
See,
out the door.
you see what I'm saying, man? You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man.
yeah, because
That's what
the
I'm
guy
saying.
that went to
The
jail, he said
game
we didn't force
people
him to
play.
smoke no crack. We didn't force him to smoke crack. Here's the video showing you he was cooking it up himself. He was putting the crack
Right.
pipe in his mouth, his damn self, and partying, freaking off with other women.
Yep.
They had a party for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Now, what
Yes.
if that man didn't have that video to show that they'd be in prison for kidnap?
He would. He
Girl,
would have been. That's what I'm saying. These people lie, especially the more money, the more bullshit.
yep,
I don't want all that kind of money for you to sit and plot and scheme against me.
girl,
Diddy wanted to save his people, right? With his alcohol, right? He was trying to right his wrongs at the time of them getting him, right? He was
yeah,
trying to give everybody their publishing back. We talking about this man, by the sickness of his sexual desires, has caused him to catch a case.
yeah,
He done caught a RICO case behind sex and drugs. Girl, never. That's the lesson out of that. Like that shit's crazy, man.
yeah.
That's this that's
Well,
really crazy.
them sins, that sinful nature will have you in trouble. And
Yeah,
he was in gluttony. He is
he
gluttonous.
definitely was.
It's sad to say, but this would be the first person I say go to prison for racketeering for
Behind sex.
behind sex.
Behind
Behind
sex is sex.
that little brain down there, that little head,
Yeah.
the
Little
little head.
head instead of using your big head, big brain.
Overruled the big head. See,
Yeah, it
this
sure
is the
did.
prime lesson. You know what I'm saying? That your sexual appetite, the things you do in your bedroom, you better share it with one goddamn person.
Yes.
Don't say nothing
Is there any way, before I step out again, is there any way that you can let the people know what exactly the conspiracy of a RICO is? Again, we got to keep on saying it,
when
especially
you're
being as though we've been touched by that, you know what I'm saying, situation. Um,
conspiracy, when
yeah,
two or
conspiracy.
more conspire to commit a crime, illegal crime
Yes,
together.
break that down, Shani. Break that down. Break
Masterminding,
that.
masterminding, going back and forth, making phone calls with each other to But that's conspiracy. RICO is a little bit more of a federal level, kind of more in depth. It's more of an enterprise for the RICO, and I still can't see that enterprise because just because he had businesses, I don't see that he used his businesses to commit crimes. You feel me? It was just for his own personal indulgence. I don't see his businesses committing the crime of a RICO Act. It was his
No,
own.
they did.
It's his own
No, they.
personal indulgence.
Right.
Simple.
He didn't. I don't see what he's done personally. Right. That is causing them to go so hard on him. Right. But when we take a look deep into it, the reason why we keep on retouching this is because of what our channel is, Prison Politics and Entertainment, right?
Right.
He's in all of it. This is probably the first person that we've covered in the 9 but consistent 7 years of us doing this that has been in all of our niche. Prison
Right.
system, politics, and entertainment.
Yeah,
This
he's in all
man is
three.
gonna go, he could go to jail for life. And all behind a bunch of women that plotted. They talked about that too, about how the women plotted. They talked about the text messages. Child, they got down poor Diddy. And I'm saying poor Diddy, not everybody's so focused on, oh, he beat her up at the hotel. He was wrong for that.
He
Does he
was wrong.
deserve life?
We're over that beat up. That's done. That was
Yeah.
a domestic violence. A lot of us done got beat up by a man. Stop it.
Yes. And a lot of men done been whooped by women too.
Okay, and you're back with them. So stop it.
Yes, and back with them.
So
Stabbed up, shot up, all of that.
next.
Excuse me. Pume and all,
Right.
all that behind a lot of women, a lot of relationships, right? And the sad part about it is that I don't think that me personally, I don't feel like he should be not life, right? Not life.
No life.
So
Look, give him 5 years. Let him learn his lesson. A year and a day. Let him learn his lesson to keep his dick in his pants and stop trying to watch everything go down. And work on his mental. Work on his
I
mental. You know,
mean,
he needs
he's
to
been in there. So you know the what's his name? Judge Mathis.
Oh yeah, Judge Mathis. Yeah.
Judge Mathis states that he doesn't think that Diddy will do.
10 years, not even 10 years.
No. He said he doesn't think that Diddy will do a year because he's only seen the adult entertainment of things. He hasn't seen, sorry y'all, he hasn't seen, the police was behind me, y'all. I had to try to be slick to move the phone, right? But I turned off. But yeah, so he doesn't he don't think that he'll get more than a year because he's been there a year and he's done a lot of state charges. But those state charges have expired and federal they haven't. So that's why he's stating that he only feels that he can get a year and just think he's a judge, you know.
Yeah, because the charges they should have kept that as a state case, a state level case.
They couldn't though because it happened in Los Angeles. The statute of limitations expired. He already paid Cassie and these other girls. He's already paid them. He's already agreed to the other one that was saying he dangled her over the balcony.
Oh yeah.
He had already agreed to all that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He agreed to their lawsuits. He didn't admit to the excuse me, the guilt of dangling her over the balcony, but
they just got severance pays and NDAs to just
yeah,
shut up.
Exactly, Sade. Exactly. That's
which
what I'm
is
saying.
still does
Like,
not equate to federal charges.
no, no, not at all. I mean, we've seen like Epstein came in up in the court. You know what I'm saying? These people, other people in Hollywood have coming up came up in court, but the court was stricken you for speaking.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
but
can't, they take it off the docket. Like her name,
yes,
Jane Doe. She
yeah,
told them, even though everyone see her going in and out the courtroom, and they know who she is, and just like everybody is allegedly, because we're allegedly saying that it's 50 Cent's baby mom, because that's what the rumor is, right? And
right,
everybody, even though everyone is saying this, millions of years from now, her son won't see her name in the court document on Pacer. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she's just protecting herself for future content. She probably knows, like we do, all those content rules and regulations. So that's
Right.
why she has been, making sure that her name ain't in it. But you know what?
Yeah.
Girl, all that stuff is, all these girls, everything is catching up to them. And now I'm seeing more and more why they're saying, why Young Miami ain't in trouble. Well, Young Miami only been around for the past 2 years, but hell, what I'm seeing is Jane Doe, she was around in 2021, and her funky ass, and I just gotta say it, honey, her homegirl was Diddy's side piece, other piece, or a part of the stable first. So
That's what I'm saying.
you went and slept with him behind your homegirl, you dirty, nasty trife life. Like, everything
Let's
about her is
look.
nasty and stank. Like, no.
They all the jury. I mean, the defense can say they all sack chasers.
Yeah. But even being sack chasing, I ain't sack chasing behind my girl, my people. It ain't
No.
that thing. I probably know so much nasty, dirty stuff about him anyway. I'm probably turned off
Okay.
by him
I was
anyway. That
like, girl,
I'm
he
not
did too
selling
much.
myself for no dollar. Like, it's just not that serious. Like, basically, they all sold their souls, every
Yeah.
last one, and then they kept saying the weak shit. Oh, it, I didn't want to tell him no. I wanted to satisfy him. No, girl, you wanted to get that money.
Okay. Just look, just like when a prostitute say, "Girl, I don't want to sleep with this man. I need this $200 though."
I'm in a bind, Nate. Nate, I'm
I
in a
gotta pay
bind,
this light bill. Girl, bye. Everybody, look,
baby.
they doing something strange for some change, baby.
Man, big
Strange.
time, Sade. Oh my God, it's not that serious. Well, y'all, thanks for tuning in. We will see y'all Monday, 6 p.m. as we continue to cover this Diddy trial. And of course, we're
Yes,
going to get that politics and entertainment in between,
yes.
too.
Good
Peace
night,
out.
guys.